Afghanistan.
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 Afghanistan, a country that you have heard about in the news for decades, and yet a country that is left untravelled by most. In December of 2024, I travelled to Afghanistan for the first time, and I fell in love with so many aspects of the country. And so, 1 year later, I have returned to Central Asia to host a group trip to Afghanistan and show people it isn't quite how the media portray. We have just arrived at Samarkand train station. Tonight we take the night train to Termez, which is the border town with Afghanistan, where we are going to get our visas sorted, ready to go into Afghanistan in a few days' time. So let's go get on a 9-hour night train.
Wait, what are we again?
We're 25, 6, 7, 8.
25, 6. Senegalese, so we want to
Sabili.
Hello.
Good morning!
Good morning.
She's awake. Good morning, guys. After arriving off of the night train, we went straight to our guest house and dropped our bags off before taking a taxi to the consulate. The first thing they do at the consulate is take your phone off of you, so I wasn't able to film anything that happens inside the building. So we have just finished step 1 at the embassy, which is giving them our passports and them checking and doing the application forms. Fingers crossed everything is good. They are now in prayer and lunchtime, so we are having to leave for about an hour and 15 minutes to kill some time, and then hopefully we go back and they approve the application, and then the next step from there is to go to the bank to pay for the visa, and then after that hopefully we should be able to get our visa potentially even same day. It is currently 12:30, so we have a few more hours before they close, so fingers crossed we get them today. With an hour to kill and none of us having eaten since the previous day, we headed across the road to one of the local restaurants and had some food before heading back to the consulate. When we returned back, they took our phones off of us and we sat and waited whilst they looked over our applications. We had to provide identification by doing a thumbprint swab in ink onto some paperwork, and then they gave us a slip that we could take to the bank to pay for the visa. Got our applications back and we've now got a bank slip, so we have to head to the National Bank of Uzbekistan to go and pay our visa costs, which is $130 for an expedited visa. We have an hour before the embassy close, so we have an hour to get this paid for 8 people and drive back to the consulate to hand this in, and hopefully we can get our visa today. So we have just spent around 45 minutes at the bank and have left with all of the documents that we need, have paid for the visa, and are now waiting for our Yandex to come and pick us up and take us back to the consulate it does close at 4 and it is 4:45 and it's a 16-minute drive. So technically we will arrive after the consulate has closed. We're hoping that because the other half of our group is already there, that they're going to wait for us and give us all our visas today. So fingers crossed we get the visa today, but if not, we should be able to get it tomorrow, so it should be no big deal. Now about 6 p.m, and as you can probably tell by the lack of updates, unfortunately I did not get my visa. Only half of our group got it today. We arrived back to the consulate from the bank about 10 minutes after they closed, and they were not able to process it today. The good news is they have kept our passports and our documents, so they're going to process it for us in the morning, and the 4 of us that don't have it are going to go back tomorrow afternoon about lunchtime and grab it, pick it up. So hopefully it shouldn't include much more work or much more waiting. We just need to go and grab it. So the plan for tomorrow is a very chill day, because the last few travel days have been hectic and tiring, and hopefully by tomorrow lunchtime all 8 of us should have our visa and ready to go into Afghanistan in just a few days' time. The guest house that we are staying in Termez is one of the nicest properties that I have stayed in all of my travels, and I always look forward to coming back here. So I am going to do a quick property tour and show you around, because this place is awesome. Termez is a fairly small city, so there really aren't many accommodation options here, and comfortable homestay, which is where we're staying, is by far the best option. It has a huge common area with super comfy sofas, areas to work, and a full kitchen, which is probably the best kitchen I've ever had in any accommodation on my travels. My personal favourite thing about this accommodation is that everybody gets their own double bed, because they don't have single beds here. There was a slight hiccup in the accommodation, which has left me sleeping on the floor on a stack of blankets in our guest owner's dining room. Luckily, they are the loveliest people on earth, and they've given us some blankets and stuff to sleep on and put us in their dining room. So we have somewhere to stay. We're with the group, which is great. And honestly, I'm so exhausted, I'm probably going to crash out and not even be bothered that I don't have a bed for the night. And tomorrow is our second attempt at going to get our visa. And fingers crossed, we should just go and pick it up, because they have everything with them. And we did most of the work yesterday, so day 2 should be the day that the rest of the group, me included, get our visa for Afghanistan. So good night from my floor bed for the night. Actually, I think I spent longer around the UK this year. But after coming back to the consulate this morning, we have got our visas in our passport. So we are all set, ready to cross the border in a couple of days' time. We have just gone through immigration and are now on Friendship Bridge over the river that separates Uzbekistan and Afghanistan.
It's up to you, but if you want, this is short for you. You're not even the...
Oh, the leg.
Yeah,
It is short for me.
He will... As alone is not a short.
Oh, you're tough.
Come up to us and chat.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name's Lauren.
You're from?
I'm English.
You are from?
England.
England.
What's your name?